something called the 5-star shout out.
I'm not gonna say it because I don't believe it. I don't believe it. You can't make you know what I'm talking about.
Morning. How's everybody doing this morning? Feeling good this morning. It's gonna be a good morning. That's right. What's up, chocolate girl?
Hey, what's up? What's up? What's up, Din? What's up? How you doing? How you living? I'm living good in North Carolina. It's a great day.
I'm feeling good. It's definitely a great day. Great Saturday morning. Yeah.
My favorite day of the week. My favorite day of the week.
Yeah. Sun is out. Trees is blooming. Yeah. It's getting there. It's those the Mayflower, as they call it. As one of the funny comedians that I love most, Eddie Griffin, said, "What flower grows in May? Marijuana." So the Mayflowers is about blooming.
I wouldn't know.
Nah, I wouldn't know either. I ain't got no green thumb. I'm gonna get me a green thumb soon, though. Give me a green thumb.
How you gonna get a green thumb? What you mean?
I'm just gonna start, getting into planting things. Give me a green thumb.
Get you a green belt.
Thumb. Give me a green thumb.
You can get a green belt and green thumb.
Thumb.
I thought you were just gonna paint your thumb green. I thought that's what you meant. Okay, plants, huh? Got it.
I'm gonna start off with my great grandma's favorite plant, an aloe plant. Start off with something smooth, an aloe plant, and work my way around.
That natural aloe vera is that's amazing. That's some amazing stuff.
It is
great for healing, great for your skin, keeps your skin smooth and
every time
healthy.
If we had a burn, we had a cut. I told you my grandmoms lived across the street from each other. And I mean across the street. I mean, look out the window across the street for those people who don't know. I'm talking about across the street.
Like right there.
Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So anytime we had something that happened, burn, cut, I had to go across the street, go get a piece of the aloe plant from great grandma. She had it right there waiting for you.
Aloe vera. You mean aloe vera plant? Is that what you mean?
Aloe vera plant. We just say what we say is aloe plant. That's what we say.
Give me some of that aloe. Give me some of that aloe. Put some of that aloe on it. I love it.
You be sitting over there like, yeah, I got cut. All right, wash it off. So it's peroxide. And go across the street, go see great grandma so she give you a piece of the aloe plant. Then she got to see the cut. Great grandma got to see the cut. Oh, that's bad. Let me go get you a piece. Now she got to go get you a piece out the kitchen. She got the aloe plant in the kitchen.
I'm in the kitchen.
In the kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But how was your week though, chocolate girl?
I've had a good week, Dennis. I've had a good week. Very tiring, but a good week. Worked hard. But they say when you work hard, you can play hard. So my intention is to play hard this weekend.
Okay.
How was your week?
Don't hurt nobody. My week was good. It was Teachers Appreciation Week. So shout out to all the teachers out there that's listening. It was Teachers Appreciation Week. And, I know those teachers go through a lot. I just know they go through a lot. And there's might be 40% kids, 60% parents in my eyes, from what I've been seeing through the past 15 years. But they go through a lot. They go through a lot. And I appreciate each and every teacher I've worked with in the past, and I appreciate each and every teacher I encounter with. And for those teachers out there that I don't know, showing love to y'all because I know y'all go through a lot. I think y'all deserve to get a bottle for this week. Get you a bottle of something you like, whether it's wine, whether it's Douce, but just get a bottle of it. Relax yourself. Let your mind be free.
I ain't heard nobody talk about Douce in a minute.
Hey, do something to you on the inside.
Oh, okay.
Do something to you on the inside. Yeah. I gave a bottle to one of our special friends. I left a bottle at their house, one of our special friends. I come back to the house, they got 2 bottles of Douce after that. I just want to put that out there. I know they ain't listening, so I want to put that out there. All right.
Now I got to figure out who this special friend is. Now I got to figure this out.
Special friend, one of our special friends, been on the show a couple times. Gave them a bottle of Douce. Now they got 2 bottles of Douce at the house.
Wow.
I said, I'll be damned. Yeah. But I want to start this thing off because I said we eat roast beef on Mother's Day. Y'all know Mother's Day is tomorrow. And Sharon, let's start us off with saying Happy Mother's Day to you. All right.
Thank you. Thank you
very hopefully,
much.
You get everything that you deserved, and all these years of you being a mother and the things that y'all done went through. We appreciate y'all and we love y'all. And y'all got the greatest holiday in the world. I just want to let you know that.
Yes, we do.
It is so hard. It is so hard to get reservations to go somewhere.
They open up.
It's so hard to go get something to eat.
They open up all the doors for us. Yes, they do.
Don't they?
Mm-hmm.
You can't make. You got to make your reservations for Mother's Day and the beginning of April.
Yeah, that's real talk.
Yeah. Like I'm taking my mom to Mother's Day comedy brunch with Ray. I bought my tickets in the beginning of April.
Shout out to Ray. Ray is one of the funniest comedians out. Friend of the show. We love you, Ray. Please, Dennis, you gotta report back on how it is. Take some footage.
Yes, I will report back. And it's crazy because not only is he funny, but he don't mind putting a spotlight on somebody else.
No.
That's the thing that I always sat back and I know he don't mind putting the spotlight on somebody else. Like usually they'd be like, oh man, I ain't messing with such and such, man. He a hater, man. He only hang with certain people and them only people he put the spotlight on somebody else. He don't mind putting people to work and having to work. He will put the spotlight on you. He will sit there, he will let you shine. He will bring you in his mind. Just don't come.
You know what you know what that's a sign of, right?
No, what's that a sign of?
Confidence. In the words of Deion Sanders, confidence. That's what that is. He's confident and he's secure. He doesn't mind putting somebody else on. He doesn't feel threatened. That's a real G right there in the comedy game. That's a real G.
Yeah, and he introduced me to a lot of people I didn't even know was funny. Let's just say that. Didn't know they was funny. I didn't know that they was that funny. I didn't know that they could bring the house down like that. He really introduced me to it. Like when he does a show, when he puts somebody on there, go see the show because 100% of the time that I'm gonna say they have been funny. He ain't had nobody up there that was like, why did he bring him on the show? He just killed the show. No, he ain't got nobody on there like that. So those are some of the things that I noticed. But yeah, I'll definitely report back to you because Rodney Perry will be there, B Flat. So they'll definitely report back to you on that show that I'm going to tomorrow. Now, we named the show again. We eat roast beef on Mother's Day. I called it roast beef because we had a roast that went on this week with Tom Brady, and we got a rap beef that a lot of people are talking about, which both of those made headlines. Now I want to start with the roast with Tom Brady. First thing I want to say is, boy, they was taking some jabs at Tom Brady that I know he ain't have enough liquor to drink. I just knew. Boy, they was taking jabs at him, boy. And I think it was a girl named Nikki Glazer. Man, she was taking
She,
jabs and throwing
she
coochie at the
got him.
same time.
She got him. She threw a couple
Yeah.
uppercuts in there. She did.
Oh, she was good. She was killing.
Mm-hmm.
But I liked it. I definitely liked it. It was definitely a good roast. How did you feel
Mm-hmm.
about the roast?
Well, first, I love Kevin Hart. So I just naturally think that he is funny. I have a few friends that don't think he's funny. He is hilarious to me. And almost anything he says, I get it and I'm cracking up. So as a host, I felt good about what he did. Um, I'm glad that he put it together, which I just thought was genius. And to have Tom Brady on there was cool. The people that they had on, I mean, it was a house full of folk up in there on that stage to talk about him. And I didn't get all the way through it. And that, I don't know, maybe I'm just a little sensitive because of the time that we live in. And I'm on social media a lot. So I see a lot of nastiness and just ignorance and people just trashing people on social media all the time. So now when I hear a roast, it's kind of prickly to me. Like, I'm doing like this, Dennis. I'm doing like this, like, with each shot. So I couldn't get all the way through it, but he seemed at the beginning to be taking it in stride. Did he seem like he took it in stride throughout the whole thing, or was he
He took
getting
it. He
upset
took it
about
in
some
stride
things?
through. He took it in stride throughout the whole thing. I think the craziest one to me, is that goddamn Jeff Ross. That damn Jeff Ross
Now I saw him.
is
I saw him,
yeah.
and I thought
Jeff,
it
that
was
damn
fantastic that they started with him because he is the classic roaster.
right. Because he will get some. Oh man, he will go lower than low. Like it's
Yeah,
ooh, it's there. I mean, he came out with the O.J. Simpson jersey. That was the first thing. That was
yeah,
the
the
first thing.
O.J. Simpson
And took the
jersey
gloves
on. Yeah,
with the blood on it with the gloves. I said,
and
oh,
then he had the
he's right.
gloves on. And took the gloves off.
Right.
I thought that was
I said,
funny. I was laughing
that
at that.
damn that damn Jeff Ross, man. But at the end of the day, this is what he does. This is what he's good at. And some people that's good at a lot of things. Jeff Ross, this is what he's good at.
Well, he carried on. He carried the baton from Don Rickles. See, he's the modern day Don Rickles. Don Rickles used to be like that. Whenever they had a
Okay.
roast, they always invite Don Rickles, and he was the one that cut everybody down. Nobody was safe, and he would
Yeah.
roast the person being roasted, but he'd also get some of the people that already that's in there, get them too. He was
Yeah.
brilliant.
I haven't watched that many roasts. That's crazy because I remember um, one of the roasts that my dad had me watch probably was like 15 years ago was the Richard Pryor one. I think that's
I
the
was
one
gonna
I
say
watched
that.
like 15 years ago.
One of the best ever.
And I
One
didn't
of the best ever.
I didn't know that he had put so many people on. I had no idea.
Mm-hmm.
I had no idea, that he had put Robin Williams on and all that
Oh
until I
yeah.
seen that roast, and I was like, I mean, dang,
When I say
you know, and
love, 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 Robin Williams loved him some Richard Pryor, honey.
man,
He loved him some Richard Pryor. Sure did. But anyway, so I thought, who did you think that was there that had you thinking, I wonder why they're there until they spoke? Did you scratch your head about anybody?
Kim Kardashian.
Thank you. Me too. I was like, what is she doing? Why is she talking? That's the one that bothered
Kim
her.
Kardashian.
And afterwards, I still don't get why she was even there.
There was
Are they
nothing to have her there.
friends like that? I mean, is she in his
I don't know.
personal circle? I don't know.
I'm not in the loop like that. I'm not that in the loop. I mean, this is the side, Jawn, and we try to be informational as we possibly can, but I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out where's her talent at. That's what I want to know.
Well, we all know where the talent is at. You know, I can't get all up. I can't get all up like Ron in the camera, but
yeah, but I don't see the rest of them girls out here doing none of that stuff. Ain't no Buffy the Bodies out here, or Cherokees and none of that. Like, where is her talent? Like, that's all I'm saying.
She's an attorney. She's now an attorney.
Yeah, like in California.
Like her daddy.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
I ain't gonna hate on her. It's one of my dreams to get a law degree, and I don't have it. So I'm not knocking her. She got it. I don't care how she got it. She got it.
It's good to hear.
Yeah.
But Buck Flair said they've been friends. She was friends with Tom Brady. It's a lot of people friends with Tom Brady. I still don't understand why she up there roasting. A lot of people friends with Tom Brady.
There's friends and then there's friends. And I've never seen, her in his circle. I just never seen it. I wouldn't know.
That's it, Corey. Thank you, Corey. She just getting to the back. Thank you, Corey. That's it.
That's Corey. Good morning, Corey. Nice to see you. Nice to see you, Buck Flair.
Maybe that might be Tom's side piece. Never know. Might be Tom's little sneaky link.
Giselle don't move.
So now yeah, but that's what I'm saying. When they hit them Giselle jokes, like, I got Kim Kardashian. My sneaky link is it.
Yeah, see, Giselle, I didn't like the Giselle jokes. I don't know. I probably, okay, let me just keep it real with our wonderful audience watching today. I am not a Tom Brady fan at all. At all. Okay? I am not. I am a huge Giselle fan. Her whole career. I watched, she's one of the models, one of the few, about 5 models that I followed. And still follow her because she's still modeling. She hasn't retired. So, what do you mean she tried to ruin his legacy? She ain't tried to ruin his legacy. What you talking about? But anyway, so Lord, I got to remember not to read these comments while I'm trying to talk. I like Giselle, okay? And I just felt, just from the outside looking in, of course, we don't know what went on behind closed doors, but I just felt like he threw away his marriage just to chase another ring, to prove something. And proving something was more important to him than his family. That's how it looks. I'm not saying that that's true. I'm saying that's how he made it look. And I don't know. I didn't like it. So to hear the jokes about it, it's not funny for me because I thought it was awful. So I couldn't laugh at it. I was trying, but I couldn't. Just couldn't.
Okay. I'm not that mad at you for that. Those are your thoughts. And that's what we're here for. So
why do I need to take karate lessons? I don't get that.
Oh, so you could get you a Billy Blanks. Because I doubt if you do jujitsu, but you get you a Billy Blanks.
Why do I need to do that? I don't need to do.
That way you get a Billy Blanks. That'd be your name.
Listen, Buck Flair, these hands right here are registered lethal weapons, honey. I don't need to take karate. I got guns right here. I'm good. Believe that.
Speaking of guns, I meant to ask you, what does that say on your t-shirt?
Oh, it says The Art of Cool Project.
Okay. Now,
you like
what
that?
does that mean? I like it.
That? Okay, so brief history. I live in Durham, North Carolina. Durham is a is a city in North Carolina that has a lot of culture. I'll put it that way. But several years ago, back in the early to mid 2000s, like 10, 11, 12ish, 12ish, um, there started to be a resurgence. And it started with this group. There was this group called the Art of Cool Project. And what they used to do is they used to host small jazz concerts in art galleries. Okay. So mainly for 70 people and below. That's what I mean by small. Okay. And when they started, I made it to like the third show for the first time and met the person who was organizing it. And the next thing you know, I became part of her street team to advertise these concerts. Then I joined the organization as a volunteer. Then when she decided to organize it as a nonprofit, I became a founding board member. And then it went on from there. The Art of Cool Project started growing and growing, throwing concerts all over the Triangle. The Triangle is Durham, is Raleigh, Durham, and Chapel Hill, North Carolina. That's called the Triangle area. And blew up, blew up. And it all started from these little concerts. And this is one of my t-shirts that I had for the group. And I still love it. They don't do the small concerts anymore. It became a huge concert. Then the business was sold. And so you don't hear about the Art of Cool anymore. But I was one of the founding board members, one of them. And I'm very proud of that. And it's just, when I put the shirt on, it just makes me think about all that time. It's a good deal.
That's cool. Mm-hmm. That is cool. That is cool. I like what I'm hearing. That is cool. Now, we also got to talk about this. We also got to talk about this beef. Now, this beef was started talking about the big three, and then Kendrick said he don't give a damn about no big three. It's just Big Me. And then J. Cole put out a diss track. But then J. Cole realized, oh, this ain't my fight. So let me apologize. And he wouldn't even apologize. And after that, we got a mix of diss tracks that if you ain't keeping up, you missing out on the diss track because they're dropping them like flies. Which I appreciate.
But you're talking about Drake and Kendrick.
Drake and Kendrick.
Right.
Which I appreciate. I'm not gonna lie to you. I actually appreciate this beef because
why?
It seemed like the music game was getting stale. I don't want nobody to get hurt or nothing like that. Let me get that out of the way. No physical harm to nobody. But it just seemed like the music was getting stale. Rap and R&B. Just felt like it was getting stale. And that's just to me. Now, I'm not hating on nobody, but last year, the two best albums I heard last year was from Killer Mike and Gunna. Those were the two best rap albums I heard last year. Killer Mike and Gunna.
I hear those.
Yeah, Gunna, well, it was one of those that dropped and, wasn't nobody really rocking with him, so he didn't get that much promotion. But it was a pretty good album for a guy who didn't get that much promotion, no features, no love. It was a pretty good album. So those are the two best albums that dropped last year. Killer Mike went and swept the Grammys. Swept them. Got all three, was swept them. He said, it's a sweep. Then he went to jail 10 minutes later. But exactly. That's just the reality of what's going on nowadays. But, he swept them. Like I said, I'm not saying Killer Mike didn't have good music. I'm not saying that, Gunna didn't have good music. What I'm saying is the rest of the music that came out last year wasn't that good. It was stale. Like Meek Mills and Rick Ross dropped an album. It was stale. That's what I'm just telling you. It was stale. It's like it was stale. That's just how I feel. But this rap beef had brought a different light. Now the crazy thing about this rap beef is Kendrick and Drake are going back and forth with each other. And I know Shane, you wanted to talk about, this rap beef compared to other rap beefs. Mm-hmm. Now, me, when I heard a rap beef, it was usually song for song, and that was usually it. You'll hear some subliminals throughout their albums where they say some stuff, but they never said a name really. There'll just be some subliminals. Or they might jump on a track with somebody and say some real hard stuff, but it'll just be some subliminals. It's just usually one song for one song. That's usually what it is. That's usually how it go. And usually they ain't got their own beat. Usually they done stole the person that they talking about their beat and talk about them on their own beat. As usual. All right. That's why I'm gonna go with that.
Right.
For example, when I say one song for one song, Jay-Z and Nas were going back and forth and had a beef. Jay-Z dropped Takeover, where he was not only talking about Nas, he was talking about Prodigy as well. And Nas dropped Ether. Now you go listen to Nas album, he taking subliminals at Jay-Z. You go listen to Jay-Z album, he taking subliminals at Nas. And that's just how it was going. Then after that, they kissed, they made a song called Black Republic. It's usually what I'm accustomed to. Mm-hmm. Just here to let you know. Now yours go a little further than that. You go all the way back to No Vaseline with NWA and Ice Cube. Or LL Cool J and Kool Moe Dee.
And Kool Moe Dee. Go all the way back there. But see, no, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. I want you to go.
No, finish. Go ahead and ask your question. What you gonna ask me?
I was gonna ask you what is your difference on beefs? What is your opinions on beefs, period? And also how do you feel about this?
Well, I don't like beef. I don't like public beef. I just don't like it in general. And it doesn't matter what industry it's in. It could be Hollywood, it could be in music, it could be athletes, actors, it could be anything, political. I don't like beef, period. Not public beef. I just think it's a waste of talent. You're so damn talented. Why are you wasting it trashing somebody when you could just really show your genius? To me, it doesn't take any talent to trash somebody. That's the easiest thing to do to me. I mean, to me, I can trash anybody. I can find something and trash you about it. It doesn't take much talent to do that. That's just how I've always viewed it. And this probably comes from my background. I was always raised that it takes you twice as much energy to be mean than it does to be nice. And so it's just part of who I am. So I don't appreciate beef. I've been down with rap since the beginning. Okay. I am the culture. That's my generation that created it. And so I've been there since the beginning. To hear people say beef is a part of hip hop and that's what this is absolute bullshit to me. I'm sorry. It is. Beef, real beef that's supposed to be a rap beef is like what Kool Moe Dee and LL did. They handled it the right way. That was the way you did it. When it got to Ice Cube and Eazy-E and NWA and all of that, that's when the tide turned and it became more lethal. And I didn't like it. I didn't like it then, even though I'm a I'm a fan of all of them. Eazy-E, NWA, and Ice Cube. Love them all. Played their music. I still say No Vaseline is the bangingest diss track of all time. It beats Ether. It beats everybody. It beats all this crap that Kendrick and Drake them put out this time to me. Okay? The Biggie Tupac beef, that came later. That came after, and Wu-Tang too. Y'all naming all these other beefs. They all came after what I'm talking about. So stop naming them. That beef to me is what turned the tide on how you really are supposed to do beef in the rap game. And it's supposed to be about your lyricism. It's not supposed to be about who can take the most hardest shot at the other person. But that's what No Vaseline started. Who can go lower? Who's gonna make the crowd say, oh, 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 you know, and who wins and all that stuff. It wasn't about who won in the beginning. People would talk about who won. But if you ask anybody who won the beef between LL and Kool Moe Dee, you know what people are going to say, right? They're going to say LL won because he became the bigger star. It wasn't about who really won. You see what I'm saying? So it was a difference. It was a difference that I cannot explain to these youngins because y'all weren't there when it happened before. So, and this is not a get off my lawn moment. I'm not saying that nobody should do it any other way that they want to do it. I'm just saying, I don't care. You ask me, I don't care for it. And I don't care for it. I don't care for the violent tones about it. I don't care for them attacking each other's family, bringing family members, kids and wives and girlfriends in it. I don't like any of that. So that's just me. Keep it about how well you can express yourself. Keep it about your game. Keep it about that. If you keep it about that, then I don't have a problem.
Okay. They usually don't. They usually go deeper than that.
Yeah, now.
They usually talk.
And that's what I'm saying. It started with Ice Cube and them, and then the Tupac Biggie beef just took it all the way down. I mean,
yeah, that was Tupac, that. I didn't want to mention that, but that honestly went way too far. And
okay, come on, let's just lean in and be honest. When Tupac came out with that song talking about I effed your wife, that was it.
Right.
That's the lowest you can go to another man and say I effed your wife in a song and in the video. I mean, like it is what it was. And I mean that was awful. And I'm a fan of both artists, but that was awful. I fell out with Tupac a little bit after that. I really did because I didn't like that. I thought that was wrong. Right. And now we haven't looked back. Now that's just who can be the worst, who can be the lowest. That's what everybody wants to see and talk about. Since you said that we were going to do this show, I've been looking at all these videos and watching people's comments and stuff, and people just eating it up. And I love it. I love it. I love it. Usually these people look like they're about 20 years younger than me. So that doesn't surprise me.
But they was in that. I understand why they were saying it, because like I told you, we had a whole stale era. Usually it was a bunch of, and people going to say, nah, it wasn't really like that. But the mumble rap was taking over. The mumble rap was taking over, and it was just like, that was it. The crazy thing is, we talking about beefs right now. There's another beef going on at the same time with Chris Brown and Quavo. And Chris Brown probably got the hardest diss track of the year. Even though Drake and Kendrick then dropped about 6 or 7 diss tracks, Chris Brown one diss track killed all that.
Trumps all of them. I'm telling you, his is the
best. And he's an R&B singer.
But Chris has always been able to rap. Chris has always been able to rap. This is what people miss the cipher. They don't remember him rapping in the past. All they want to hear about is, that's all they want to remember about Chris Brown and him dancing. No, the dude can rap for real. He can do so many different things. That's why I'm a Chris Brown fan too. I love Chris Brown. Right. And that Quavo diss, that was fire. That was fire. It was low, but it was fire.
And they was beefing over a girl. And then you just be sitting there, you're like, huh?
It's usually over a girl.
But it's weird. And you know what, Sharon? I'm never gonna get this. I'm never gonna get this. Just here to let you know, I'm never gonna get this. But all the women in the world that you could get as famous as you are, and you two beefing over the same girl.
Well, my
I
thing
can see
is,
if
it's the
y'all lived.
same.
I can see if y'all lived in a small town and she was the baddest girl in that small town. That makes more sense if y'all was in a small town and a lot of people don't make it out of this small town. You from Little Woochie Oochie, Levester or some shit like that, and it ain't but 3 streets there, and y'all ain't even got a Walmart. Y'all got one store called the Piggly Wiggly that's just like a Walmart to y'all, and that's it. I can understand that, but no, y'all can touch the whole world. There's women dropping at y'all feet, and this is the one y'all arguing about.
I don't understand what
See why I say women got more power?
You know how you were asking about Kim's talent? I don't see Karushi's talent either. What's her talent? She cute.
It's the cahoochie. It's all about the cahoochie.
Yeah, but I'm just asking, where is the talent? Everybody got that. Everybody got that. I mean, anybody
in the
can
bedroom.
get that. That's what I'm talking about.
The talent is in the bedroom.
Well, anyway. My thing is, this is what I was going to say. My thing is, Chris needs to let any talk about her go. They've been over for years. Let it go. He should never, ever get that chick no more. Let it go and move on. She ain't the one. She just ain't. Let it go.
That's it. Just let it go. It's that simple. Just let it go. And honestly, now talk about the beefs. I'm gonna tell you something that I didn't know. And then when I told people that I didn't know this, they was just so shocked. They was like, "How you didn't know this?" And then I just started putting pieces together. What I did know was that Lil Wayne and Drake supposedly was, having a slap boxing contest when Lil Wayne got out of jail. That was the rumor on the street, right?
What you mean?
Now I found out
a slap boxing contest?
Supposedly they were slap boxing, and it went a little too far, but they was cool after that. Now this is before social media got as big as it is now. Hold on. Let me tell you this. This is before social media got as big as it is now. This is the rumor. Now I wasn't there, so I can't tell you what happened with it. But this is before social media got as big as it is now. But this is when Lil Wayne just got out of jail.
Right.
Come to find out in the story, Drake had sex with his girl.
That's it. That's the truth.
So now it's like, contest. Oh, that's what started the slap boxing. Okay.
Right. That's the truth.
Yeah, when I heard it, I was like, huh?
He had sex with his girl. Okay. So here's what I'm gonna say about this whole he had sex with his girl thing. You know how NWA in one of their songs, I think it's either Gangster, or one of their songs, they talk about Strawberry is a neighborhood hoe. You know what I'm talking about? That's a line out one of the stars, okay? They used to call them strawberries. Strawberries would do anything for you for a piece of rock, right? They'll do anything to you. So you just call, she a strawberry. Soon people, they start calling her a berry. They shortened it to berry. But it started with strawberry. Okay. So the girl that Lil Wayne was with at the time was just a girl. It wasn't like this was his saint wife that he decided to settle down with. It wasn't that big of a deal, really, for him to get that mad about. In my opinion, this is just my opinion, because Lil Wayne was sleeping around. It wasn't like he was sitting up being faithful to this chick before he went to jail. He had he was out there before he went to jail, and he was with her. He was out there after he got out of jail. So what? I mean, that's just a man thing. That's just how y'all are. Y'all just, it don't matter what you do. It's cool when you do it, but don't let her do it, then it's a problem. So I didn't care about all that. When I found out about it, I didn't care about that. And don't ask me how I found out about it. I don't even want to get all into that on the air, but I found out about it before y'all found out about it. I'll just say, leave it like that. And so,
especially me.
Yeah, because you just learned it. But I'm just saying,
yeah,
I mean, information is information. Stuff is kept behind the scenes for a reason, and it's harder to do now in social media. It's very hard. But back then, you could do it. And so I was like, okay. So when all these people were going in on Drake, talking about how diabolical and how, how messed up that was that he did that, I was like, so what? She fair game. His ass was locked up. What he want? What do you expect her to do? She didn't say that she was going to be there for him and stay with him. She didn't. It wasn't like that. They didn't even have that kind of relationship. Stop it.
Well,
that's how they were trying to make it seem in the public eye, like she was, saying that she was going to be an angel, and then she slept with Drake, like Drake manipulated her and convinced her to do something against her will almost. No, that's not what happened. She grown woman made her own choices. And yeah,
they both made their own choices, but
right. He's supposed to be in the camp, and that's his Drake, boy. I get it.
Right. And you ain't supposed to, like, Rashawn is in the comments right now. I've known Rashawn 13 years. Let me explain. Let me explain.
Like that though, Dennis. The chick matters.
Let me explain it though. Let me explain it. I gotta explain to the public.
Who the chick is matters. That's my point. If it's not
I've been with those kind of chicks. I've been with those kind of chicks. And like I said, Rashawn is my boy. I've known him 13 years. We've never touched any other people's women.
I got it.
Even if that was just your little slide one night piece. We even talk about women. Oh yeah, I had such as I know a girl that let me tell you something. I know a girl that he had that I wanted to see was she really like that? Like her body. I was like, she sent you a naked picture for real? I let me see it. Like, I ain't letting you see it. I said, all right, that was it.
But Dennis,
that was it.
But you're acting as if this isn't done all the time. Nick Bros trade. Hear me. Hear me for just a second.
Throughout the world, though. Throughout the world.
Hold it. They share women. They get rid of one and send them to their friends. And she goes. They do this. So this is what I'm saying. So people trying to take the code between real friends in the real world and apply that to these two rap artists. And I'm telling people, y'all crazy. Y'all, they're not like, he dropped that song. They're not like us.
They're not like us. That's my joke.
They're not like us. They're not like us. This is what I'm saying. So you can't use your moral code with your friend Sean, you've known 14 years, and apply that to Lil Wayne and Drake. It's not that kind of world with them. They do that. So how did they settle it? They fought and squashed it right there and went on down the road. They were cool after that. Why? Because it really didn't mean all that to them. You see what I'm saying? Do you see the difference? It didn't mean all that. You would think, oh no, that's messed up. He broke the code. No, it wasn't that serious. Oh, you did that? Oh, well, we got to fight, right? And that's it. That's it. Done. I think they went on and recorded a few songs, didn't they? After that?
Yeah.
I think they reached number one a few times together, didn't they?
A whole lot.
So this is what I'm saying to you. This is what I'm saying. People, y'all got to stop with this and stop trying to apply real world values to this stupid ass rap beat. It's just stupid. It's stupid. Let me tell you what I heard today. So just to catch everybody up, you got Kendrick Lamar and Drake, and J. Cole was kind of in the middle. J. Cole is my North Carolina brethren. He's a good dude. He puts on for North Carolina, and I love me some J. Cole. I like all three of them. Okay. But J. Cole decided to step out of the beef And you get these so-called real hip-hop heads mad at J. Cole, calling him a simp and a punk for getting out the beef. F all of y'all. F all of y'all. I respect him for getting out of the beef. It wasn't his fight to start with. He was brought into it in a lyric. See what I'm saying? There's no reason for him to stay in the fight. He got better things to do with his time and to flex his lyrical genius on. He ain't gonna mess with no beef. That's beneath him. So he's gone on with it. And I don't blame him. That's one. Two, supposedly this beef between Kendrick Lamar and Drake started years ago. What do you know about the beginnings of this beef, Dennis?
I don't know. I don't know nothing about the beginnings of this beef. Honestly, the beginning I know is they had a song called First Person Shoot. So what this is the word I heard on the street. Let me just say this off the way for anybody be like, that ain't true. That's word I heard on the street. If it ain't true, then it ain't true. It's word on the street. All right, let's get that out the way before I start. They had a song called First Person Shooter, and Kendrick
Control.
was supposed to be on the song and he wasn't.
Oh, you talking about that one? Okay.
Yeah. He was supposed to be on the song and he wasn't, and they was upset about it.
Who's they?
J. Cole and Drake was upset about it because he was supposed to be on the song with them.
And who's the them?
And J. Cole and Drake are the them.
Okay.
Kendrick is the guy that's supposed to be on the show. Song's called First Person Shoot. So then after that, that's when he made the song with Metro and Future, where he said, Mother F the big three is just big me.
Oh, you talking about
now,
you talking about here recently.
Yeah. Now when I heard all this, together, just that part. Before all the rest of the stuff came out, but just them two songs. When I heard that, first thing I said in my head is, oh, okay, Kendrick got an album coming out. I can see that. Then it was like, yeah, but why are you talking about Drake and like that? I said, this is what Aftermath does. I don't know if you pay attention to that or not. This is what Aftermath does. This is how they sell records. They'll start their first song and they'll talk about somebody, which makes you go, oh, what else they gonna talk about?
What's the name of Kendrick's song that you talking about?
That one where he said is not the big three, it's just big me.
Yeah,
that's Future's song, and I don't even know what the name of it is. It's Future and Metro did the beat. Metro Boomin did the beat, and Kendrick is featured on it. But even if you go back, I want to say 12, 13 years ago. Somewhere around there, 12, 13 years ago. If you go back 12, 13 years ago, Kendrick also was featured on a song where he mentioned everybody's name.
That's Control.
Control. He mentioned everybody's name on there. And a couple people said something like that, but he also said he was the king of New York. Next thing you know, his album sells. But that wasn't even his song. This is what Kendrick does.
No, that was Big Sean's song.
No, that wasn't Big Sean. That was J. No, it was Big Sean. I'm sorry, it was Big Sean. I'll take that.
Mm-hmm.
J. Electron was on the song. Yeah.
J. Electron was the third rapper on the song. Right. Kendrick was in the Kendrick was in the middle. So okay. Right. So let me tell you what I found out. First of all, I went and read all the lyrics and listened to Control. And I don't see why Drake got upset about his lyrics. When he mentioned all the other rappers, he was really paying homage to them because he's the new kid on the block. He's coming for y'all. It's just like Anthony Edwards when he said, I'm killing everybody out here. That's what he's saying in the lyrics. He's saying, y'all, y'all here, but I'm coming. That's all he was saying. And Drake's name is mentioned in a list. It's not like he singled him out to say, oh, particularly you, I'm going to get you. But Drake, from what I understand, this came out in 2013. And from what I understand, Drake was the only one that took offense to it. Nobody else really took offense to it.
It wasn't just Drake. Meek
no,
Mill
I mean loudly to the point where he got to take shots at him and all that in his lyrics. And it wasn't that big a deal to anybody else. But Drake took it like real personal, over the top, for no reason.
Well, okay, I'll let you go.
No, go ahead. Go ahead, correct me. I know you want to. Go ahead.
It ain't correcting you. I'm just telling you, Meek Mills also took offense to it. And he actually put out a diss track, and then Kendrick put out a diss track, and then Meek Mills got locked up.
Okay.
That's what stopped the beef.
Yeah, but it didn't stop with Drake. This is what I'm saying. He kind of went over the top with it. Over the top. I don't know why, but he did. But that is not what really started the beef, I was told. I was told, or I shouldn't say I was told. You know who Marcellus Wiley is, right?
Yeah.
Marcellus has a podcast. And on his podcast, he talked about what he said is the real reason that this beef started. The problem is the incident that he's talking about happened a year after Control came out. So I don't know why he is putting all this animus on Drake when the incident with Drake that I'm about to talk about happened a whole year after Control came out. So here's what he said. Marcellus Wiley and Max Kellerman was on that show, Sports Nation, right? And back in 2013, when Control dropped, he had Kendrick Lamar on the show, and it was cool and dope and all that. 2014, Drake hosted the ESPYs. Remember, he hosted the ESPYs award? And Drake, you got to do your media tour. So he came on their show. And while on the show, for some reason, that show was pre-recorded. It wasn't done live like they usually do. It was pre-recorded. But during the show, according to Marcellus Wiley, Drake went in on Kendrick, like dogging Kendrick, supposedly. Just saying, he ain't ready yet. He coming, but he's not there. He's not me yet. He's not big as me yet. I'm still the king or whatever. Then after it was recorded, Drake's camp called ESPN and said, don't release the interview. So ESPN did not release the interview, which is why nobody saw it. But he went in on Kendrick. Marcellus Wiley says, I knew then that what's happening now was going to happen just because of what happened at ESPN. He knew that this was going to happen. He said, Kendrick been waiting to get back at Drake all these years. He got hundreds of songs written. He's ready. He's been waiting to do this for years. But here's what's wrong with Marcellus' story. If Drake dissed Kendrick in an interview on ESPN that no one knows about, that would include Kendrick. So why would Kendrick still be mad about an interview that he never heard?
Because somebody gave it to him.
Thank you. But he said no. He said nobody has the tape but ESPN.
No, somebody gave him the information. I ain't never say they gave him the tape.
Somebody had to tell him. But this is what I'm saying. The way that he says it is that it started from that interview. He didn't talk about anybody telling Kendrick. He just says it started from that interview. Do you understand what I'm saying?
So he might have told him.
So he might have told him.
That's what
but he can't say that part. But he sure said that he knew he's been waiting for this moment all these years. I told y'all Marcellus ain't to be trusted. I told you you gotta watch that dude. He tried to be too middle of the road for me. Yeah. So anyway, I don't know what the truth is. I don't care, but I just think it's nonsense. Both artists they're different. I think Kendrick is a better lyricist, but Drake's music is better. But his songs are better for me. But Kendrick's lyrics are better. So I can't say either one is better than the other unless you want to look at record sales. And if you're looking at record sales, then Drake got them hands down. Period.
Woody, I'm not taking sides on this. I'm actually enjoying it. But if you ask me which song is my favorite, They Not Like Us is my favorite.
Well, I'm sure.
That's my favorite right now.
I'm sure. I mean, I looked at the lyrics. I mean, whatever. I don't know. I guess I'm just jaded because I've been listening to rap music since 1977. It's a lot of years. Pretty much heard it all. And yeah.
I guess it's been hard for these guys to sell records like they used to. So
Corey said Rick Ross is dissing Drake. Drake has a lot of beef with a lot of different people. Found that out too. I found out about some beef that I didn't even know about. And then let's not even talk about the women beefing. I still don't get the whole Nicki Minaj and who she beefing with? Some chick. I can't think who now. But why? Oh, Cardi. I think it's a Cardi B. I don't know. But I just don't I don't like it. I just don't like it, and there's no room for it for me. I didn't like the Little Kim Nicki Minaj beef. Why? Why would y'all beef?
Because she didn't put on that song.
Yeah, but so what? So what? Do your own shit. I mean, come on, Nicki. Come on, Little Kim. You Little Kim. You got 5 mics.
No, but she asked her to do the song, but then got upset that
who's she?
She did better than Nicki asked Lil Kim to do the song. Lil Kim did the song and killed it, and Nicki felt as though she bodied me on the song, not putting it on. But like you said, when you like you said about Touré, when you are comfortable with yourself and don't have a problem with that, you'll let that happen. Like a lot of people were saying, a lot of people were sitting there saying, "Oh, how could Big Sean let Kendrick put that verse on his song and knowing that he talking about him and that he comfortable with himself. He ain't really worried about that. Ain't stopped Big Sean out one bit.
It wasn't a diss. It wasn't a diss lyric. Right. The people are so ignorant. They don't even understand the lyrics. They don't understand the lyrics.
Here's another one. Nicki Minaj went on that song Monster and she killed it. She did a better verse than Jay-Z and Kanye West.
She did.
And people ask Kanye, why would you put that on there? You know that she killed y'all. You let her get her shine. That's what Kanye said. And a lot of people don't like Kanye West. And a lot of people be like, oh, Kanye West is so arrogant. So this and that. Kanye West even said, no, let her get her shine.
Well, I just think it's silliness. And people, weird things are happening. Drake's house getting broken into twice. And then people are trying to say, oh, but it's not related to the beef. It's just a coincidence. How do you know?
So that's what they say on the street. They say on the street that the person that they broke in a house and that went in there for Drake was one of the Weeknd's peoples. Something about the Weeknd and Drake, money is owed somewhere, is what the word on the street is. I ain't saying it's true.
Right.
It is coincidental.
But then you have other people on the street saying that it's not related to any beef. That this was just some random crazy dude that has a mental health issue. And I'm like, no, it's not.
He ain't random. He ain't
No,
random.
this is
He with
not
the weekend.
random. Stop saying that. It's not random, y'all. Stop it. And it's beef
But they say
related.
it don't have to do with the beef. That's what they say. It ain't
It doesn't
Kendrick
have to
people
do with the Kendrick beef, but he has another beef with Weeknd.
with the weekend and the weekend's money.
In fact, his
Suppose.
beef with the Weeknd went back longer before Kendrick, before this Kendrick one started. So, I may be old, y'all, but I do follow. I don't get all into gossip, celebrity gossip, but I do know I can read and I can see and I remember what happened on some things. And to me, it's all silliness because they're all talented in their own right. What's the use? There's enough money for everybody, especially with all this streaming and stuff and direct to consumer music being put out. What is the issue? You don't need street cred because there's no more street. There's no more street. You realize there's no more street. The street is on social media. It's too attainable. So the street ain't out there no more. There's no street cred that you got to get because everything is on the internet. The YouTube is your street now. That's your street. YouTube.
Right.
It's just ridiculous to me. I want to hear some real music shit. I'm still
that's what we waiting on. I'm waiting to see what these albums gonna hit for. That's what I'm waiting for. You gave me the diss tracks. You gave me all the diss tracks in the world. Where this albums at? That's what I want to hear. Where them albums at? Where them summertime songs at? I'm still waiting on that summertime song. Where them summertime songs at?
I'm still listening to Thank Me Later. That was 2010, Drake. That's my favorite Drake album. All the rest of them are cool, but I like Miss Me and Over. I like that Over, the song Over by Drake, Over, is one of my motivation songs. It's a song that I play when I'm working out. It's a song that I play when I'm getting ready in the morning. I got to have a tough day and I got a tough doctor's appointment or something and I don't know how it's going to turn out. I'll listen to Over. It's Far From Over. I just, in the music, I love it. I love Kendrick, but I used to sing some Kendrick at karaoke when I was big in the karaoke streets. Did some Kendrick with one of my friends.
DJ
R&B. No, one of his friends, Kyle. His friend named Kyle could sound just like Kendrick. When he does a Kendrick song, I mean, you think it's Kendrick on the mic. Sound just like him.
Say, gotta wait for Drake goes right into something. All right. Well, we gave y'all the rules.
Just like that, that comment right there. How y'all know he got ghostwriters? How do you know
I'm not
this?
getting into that.
How are you in his circles? So y'all believe what anybody says about anybody. I can put something out about you, Dennis. In fact, I think I'm gonna do it my next episode of Did You Hear What Chocolate Said? I'm gonna pick some lies about you, Dennis, and I'm gonna put it out. And I'm gonna see how many people come tell you and start talking about you like this is really fact. I'm just gonna make up something. People out here believe in any damn thing.
It just got to be said. It ain't got to have no
I know a rap artist who actually writes rap lyrics for other rap artists. He's in Atlanta, okay? There are some of the biggest songs out here that no one knows this dude has written. He has gotten paid. He keeps his mouth shut because that's his business. That's his money. And so what? You still got to be able to deliver that shit. I don't care who wrote it. It doesn't matter. I get so sick of these so-called hip-hop purists, rap purists who think you must write your lyrics to have any credibility. That's bull crap. That you got to write your lyric stuff 50 years ago. That's later for that, dog. Later. Stupid, man. It's stupid. Unless you trying to do a freestyle battle, who wrote the lyrics don't matter. Because in freestyle, there are nothing written. There's no prefabricated lyrics. You just go. If you want to do some real freestyle. Not remembering the rap.
Good comeback to that. Good comeback to that.
I'm just saying. And I love, let me tell you, a rapper who can do real freestyle, you give them a word and then they just rap. Not somebody, let's just do some freestyle. You come up and you just freestyle about what you want to talk about. Of course, some of these rappers are not freestyling right then, Dennis. They're bringing up a rap they did a year ago at the Boys and Girls Club banquet, and they just happen to remember it. And then they're going to pass it off as I'm freestyling right now. That's some bull. Don't get me started on what is real.
Anyway, what I was trying to say was, next week we'll have Lynn on next week. We have
Lynn Sturdivant, the love doctor.
The love doctor. The coach of coaches. The life coach.
The life coach of life coach.
Mm-hmm. The life coach, relationship coach, the weight loss coach.
The therapist.
That's right. So he'll be on next week. But the week after, I really want to know this from y'all. And I'm asking y'all this now as a question. Since the strike has been over, and I'm talking about the writer's strike and the actor's strike, since those strikes has now been over, what has been the best show on TV? That's the question I want to know from y'all. That's what we're going to talk about in 2 weeks. Since the writer's strike and the actor's strike has been over, what has been the best show on TV? That's what I want to know. I got an answer for it, but I'll give it to you in 2 weeks. Sharon, you got any last words?
My last words is this. Stay in your lane and don't worry about what people saying about you. People going to talk. There are always going to be haters out there that's going to talk about you. Don't let it bother you. Remember who you are and whose you are. Quick story. For me, it's weight. I remember being a little fat kid and getting teased about being fat, right? As I got older, finally I looked at one of them bullies and said, everybody gonna call me fat. You need to come up with something more original than that. Can you come up with some new material? And I say that now, all these years later. So don't worry about what people say. Let it roll off of you. Just let it roll off your shoulder. Dust it off and keep going. That's all. Who cares what these bums are saying about you out here? I don't care. I got people talking about me right now. Don't even know me. They're talking about me on the strength of what somebody else told them. Fed them lies, but they believe it and will swear by it, and they can all kiss my ass. I don't care because I know me. That's where you got to get. You got to get to the point where you know you and you block out the noise and you keep going. And I know people who hate Jay-Z, but that's what Jay-Z did. He a billionaire now. So, hey. No, thank you for the compliment, William. But people do. I got some real haters out here in this town that I live in. They don't even know me. They don't even know me, Dennis. They don't know me, but they have an opinion of me. It's amazing. Amazing. But I hold my head up every day. I know I'm awesome. I'm not arrogant about it. I'm very humble, but I know I'm better than what these people are out here saying I am. I don't have to worry about it. I do not need their validation. So do you. That's my final words. What about you,
Dennis? We want to thank y'all for coming out today. enjoying this time with us. I want to say good day and God bless.